Memories, they flood my mind. I can't pick out the perfect time to say I miss you, yeah. I pick it up, then throw it back down. My emotions spinning me around and round, and I can't make them stop. I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. Can't get you out of my head. Can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my head. No, I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my head.
Hello, hi, I'm Bridget Murphy, and I'm here with Paris Jane. It's day 2 of Treefort Thursday. Paris just had a set at 2. It was amazing.
Thank you
So
so
first
much.
off, if you guys just want to introduce the band and everyone's names.
Yeah. We can just go down the line if you want to.
I'm her guitarist, Devin Davis.
Keyboardist Tim Phillips.
Okay.
Bass guitar, James Coleman.
Hold on, one more time.
Bass guitar, James Coleman.
How did all of you guys connect?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I've been performing around Wichita, for probably like 5 or 6 years now. That's crazy. And I met each person in a different way. Tim, I actually saw him playing somewhere and was like, "You sound really good." Like, just, do you play? Do you play other people? Like, just kind of, grabbed him up. James was introduced to me by another amazing singer named Colette. I'm gonna say her last name wrong, but Colette was the first person. Atkinson. She let me sing at one of her shows when I first got back to Wichita, and then young Devin found me. Well, no, hold on. Yeah, found me at a show for a band called Keo and them. Keo and them performed here last year. They're dope too.
Got it.
Yeah.
And this was your first Treefort, is that
Yes,
correct?
this is my first Treefort.
That's so exciting. I loved your outfit today, the blue on blue. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, that was great. So I know you said you lived in Wichita, Kansas, and I saw you're playing at Somewhere Fest.
Yes.
So how does that feel to play in your hometown?
It feels good. It's definitely like you get a chance to kind of relax a little bit. There's not as much of like trying to figure out where you are, and you get to kind of just get into the performance. I performed last year at Somewhere Fest, so this will be my second performance. And last year it was amazing. It was. I think the coolest part was some of the like national artists or like more popular artists were like watching our set, and it was like, oh, this is dope. Like,
Yeah, that's insane.
yeah, it just felt very communal.
Yeah, wow. So I was looking through your Instagram, and I saw that you had a post about talking about your career and, trying to find clarity in what you wanted, trying to figure out, you said you found a career that you thought was permanent, and then you realized, I don't know if this feels like the right fit. So what made you come to that decision and realize I actually want to pursue music and arts like full time?
Dang, oh, that's crazy. Thank you for looking through my messy Instagram. For me, it's just that like I have a degree in psychology, which is interesting. I've done like art therapy. I worked in schools. I've lived like 3 different lives. I've been a curator at a museum. That's random too, but I think what I've found each time is whenever I'm like stuck at work or I don't feel like I'm getting into my work, I'll sit there at my like desk and write songs. And I'm like, if I'm not doing that, then if I'm not fitting where I'm at, then I need to be focused on where my mind goes when I can't do anything else. And usually for me, that's music or that's art. I also paint, and so I've done like public paintings in Wichita and like paintings that I've shipped out to different cities and states, and it's like, why neglect that for something that I don't love? So yeah.
You have your account Paris Jane Creates where you post your art and everything.
Yes.
And is your EP cover, is that your art? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration for that?
That's so funny. I have this big pink shirt that I love.
Okay.
And I really just was making a drawing out of that. Like, that's so crazy. But I have this huge pink shirt that's like, it almost could be a dress. And so, oh crap, there's a piece of, I wish I had a picture of it, but there's a piece of artwork that I took and made into like this huge like 2 foot by 2 foot wood board collage out of that cover art. But it was just like I wanted her to look isolated and feel like she's in a space by herself, because sometimes when you're making music, when you're making art, like it's kind of, you're putting feelings out that you don't know how to express to other people, and the only way you can do it sometimes for me is to put it on a cute little beat and say something that's actually kind of like, you're processing what you're feeling. And sometimes it's fun to do that on stage or in music without people knowing exactly what you're saying. So that's kind of what the inspiration behind her was. So
It's cool to combine two of those, like art and the music, so you like can include visual aspects to pair with things. So that's
Yeah.
really neat. This could be a question for all of you. Like, what was your sort of, how did you get into music, and what was the thing that really made you catch the passion for doing music?
Who wants to go first besides me?
James got it. James got it.
Everybody look at me. What made me get into music?
Yeah.
I grew up in church. I started playing when I was 10 years old. So my dad put a bass in my hand. So I started at the age of 10. Got embarrassed a lot. Got the bass took out my hand. Mama told me to get in the room and pray and practice, and hey, I'm here now. So
Myself, I've been playing since I was 3. At church, I was a little kid. They said the story was after church one day, as a baby, I was up there banging on the piano one day, and the next service was about to start, and the pastor told me just let him stay on there. And I eventually just started playing music. Never had a music lesson. Never, just started from there.
Wow.
Yep.
Just natural.
I'm curious how you learned. I still don't know keys, and I know how to sing them. But I'm gonna go next, and I'm gonna go.
For me, my family was they're all into music, so it was fun just jumping out for them. They used to come over every Sunday, and then my grandpa, he played the keys and the trumpet, so I learned how to play the guitar. And then my older brother can play a little bit of bass. But yeah, but it's real fun and comfortable to play with these guys in Paris. So yeah.
For me, I think I realized I could sing when I was like 4. And when everybody was like somewhere else in the house, I would like go into our living room and stand on this table and like act like I was performing. And I feel like I just kept on doing that as a kid. Like I learned that I love music at the age of 5, listening to the Outkast Stankonia album. That's so random. That's not singing at all, but I learned I loved music. Like I used to like, as a 5-year-old, be in the back of the car, like with my eyes closed, listening to it. We called it the way back. That's the third row seating, but in the way back. And I don't know. I hid that I could sing for a long time because I was scared. Like I didn't think that I just didn't know how to express it or expose it well. So probably about the age of like 16 was the first time I really, really, really sang in front of some people, and just kept on going from there, and like bugging people to let me sing on their stages, and writing songs. Like I've been writing songs since I was 7. I used to walk around the playground and write songs and stuff. So it's just been there.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember vividly your first live performance?
Oh, I do. I was 12. It was at this place called Century 2 in Wichita. It was we used to have this huge MLK celebration, and we had like a 300 kid choir. And this guy named Clifton Fisher. Shout out to Clifton. He still plays on my church. But he was like, I think you could sing the solo. And I was like, no. I felt like I was gonna pass out. But I sang this solo in front of like all of Black Wichita. But yeah, when I was 12.
Wow. How do you guys all do with nerves today? Do you have any pre-show rituals to get in the zone?
Anybody? I just stress out until I get up there. I don't know. I put deodorant on,
Valid.
I drink some water, some tea.
Mm-hmm.
I say a little prayer for sure. Usually, like today was kind of off, but usually, like if I get a chance, I'll pray with at least somebody before we go up. But yeah. I don't know what
So
y'all do. I don't, y'all don't be getting
I'm gonna
nervous.
leave it at that.
Oh Lord. Anyway, yeah.
got it. I bet it's pretty taxing on your voice to perform a lot. So you said tea. Do you have any other like tips and tricks for?
Sleep.
Okay.
Sleep. That's the. I think I learned that from an interview that Mariah Carey did because she used to. Well, her voice is beautiful, but doing a whole bunch of high notes, like in order to be able to hit those, you have to have rest. Like if you're tired and you haven't slept well, you're not gonna hit the notes. Like you're not gonna have enough air. So for me, it's definitely sleep, water, and potato chips.
Wow.
It's I don't know. Sleep potato chips, they have like enough oil in them that it culture. I left mine at the room, but I had some potato chips with me.
Okay.
That's
Never
the first
heard
thing
that one. I'll write that
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Don't chew gum. It dries your throat out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So for your writing process, what does that look like? Just like, do you guys start with lyrics, start with instrumentation? What do you usually begin
That's
with?
a good question. It depends on what it is for me. If I'm writing a song, like honestly, usually it starts with me being mad. It doesn't matter if it's a happy song, a sad song, a mad song. I've written some of the like most exciting songs that I have when I was mad. Um, the song that I performed out there, Thief, I wrote that in the basement of the Kansas African American Museum in Wichita. I was mad because I had to work super late and I had a show coming up and I knew that the people that I was about to perform with were underestimating me. And I was like, I don't know. I was on YouTube listening to a beat and I was like, just started writing. I think I wrote that song in like 20 minutes.
You're like, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's usually just emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Emotion, and if the words come out first, they do. If the lyrics come out, if the beat comes first and then I write, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just however it comes.
For your song "Out of My Mind," you said that it was about an ex-boyfriend. So how is that like singing it now, when you have to sort of go back to those feelings?
That's funny. This person knows that song's about them too.
Oh,
I told
okay.
most of the songs, yeah, they know it's about them. So it's interesting, like singing it now. I feel like, and if I'm just being honest, I feel like pretty soon, since I have so many songs written, I'm gonna change my set list up. Because once you sing a song so many times, you do have to give it a break so that you can feel it again. I still feel that song, and I've applied it to other boys that I have dated, just like that feeling. But it's definitely, it makes me think of the time that I wrote it, for sure,
Mhm.
and where I was.
Yeah. As for your R&B sort of jazz style, did you always know that was the genre that you wanted to go for?
Kind of, I guess. I guess it's always been there. It's the influence that's the most heavy for me. I also love like alternative music and some electronic music. Like even I listen to a lot of stuff. Like I was talking about this to somebody the other day. I listen to everything from like Daft Punk, which is like super electronic, to like um I don't know, like MF Doom. That's random. MF Doom, Daft Punk, Tame Impala, and then just like some like regular, like you guys probably don't know who Tweet is, but she's an amazing R&B singer. Love Leon Thomas, love Victoria Monet, love Brandy, Brandy so much. Um, Even people like Eartha Kitt, I listen to, and like Phyllis Hyman. So I sound old, but yeah, it's just an array of stuff.
Mm-hmm. So how do you guys? So for your new music that you're working on right now, how does this sound like differ from your past music that you put out?
That's a good question. I don't know if it differs a lot. I think it's just more what I'll come out with has more of a storyline to it.
Okay.
So, interestingly enough, we're here in Boise. I had no idea the area code is 208, but the album that I want to put out will be titled 208. And it's a special
Whoa.
number for me. I literally have it tattooed on my wrist.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and it's a special number to me because I've seen it every time that I was tasked to remember my worth and purpose. Or if I was veering off of my path, I would see it like over and over and over, or hear it, or like it'd be like the total of like the gas, or like the time on the clock, or whatever else it'll
Mhm.
pop up. So I wanted to kind of reflect that story for me of like almost getting back on path.
Mhm. This is a bit of a deep cut in your Instagram, but you did a 30-day gratitude
Fair.
challenge and you posted a rap that you wrote. And I was just wondering
That's
if we can expect any rap in your new music at all.
That's crazy. Y'all did a good. Y'all want to be some journalists, huh? Y'all did a good job.
You got some good content on there. Good stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah, definitely. I was living in Austin, Texas in 2017 when I put that out. So,
Okay.
but yeah, no, there will definitely be some rap and stuff on there. I never envision myself making music where I'm rapping on it, but it just
Yeah.
feels comfortable. And I feel like when I perform, I could definitely get into a more of a character when I'm rapping versus when I'm singing. It's like two sides of me. But
Yeah.
that's literally, I still remember all the words of that. It was so cute. But yeah.
That's awesome. So you said some artists you looked up to were like Brandy and different, R&B singers. Was there one in particular that you were like, I want to be her or be them when I'm older?
That's a good question. Maybe not a singer ever. Probably Left Eye from TLC. That's random. That was like my favorite human being as a kid. Like if y'all, she was just wild and cool, and like she could step outside of herself, but she was really intelligent. And yeah, I always loved TLC. Um any singer, I'm trying to, that's so crazy that that's not, but maybe, I mean, I feel like I get compared to Ari Lennox a lot. A lot. I love her Reckless Abandon. And yeah, probably that.
Sweet.
Left Eye is everything.
Okay, I need to listen to TLC again. It's been a minute for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I gotta go back to that. So are you guys staying till Sunday?
I will be here till Sunday.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my band won't be able to.
Okay.
But yeah.
You guys are leaving tomorrow morning? Are you headed back to Kansas or? Wow.
Yep.
How far is the flight from here?
2 flights. 2 flights.
Yeah.
About 5-6 hours total altogether.
Yeah.
And have you lived in Kansas your whole life?
No.
Or no, not you
Oh.
guys?
I'm
Okay.
from Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
Mississippi.
Say it again for the people in the back.
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Kansas are you liking it so far?
That's cool.
Vibing with it? Yeah.
Shout out to Flint, Michigan.
Nice.
Yeah, born and raised in Wichita.
Okay. Cool. I really don't know much about Wichita, Kansas. So what's
Oh.
the music scene out there like?
Oh, somebody else answered it. Yeah.
We have a nice music scene out there. We have a nice music scene. A lot of musicians, a lot of different bands, a lot of different styles, different genres. It's you probably wouldn't expect to come to little old Kansas, but you'll be
Yeah.
amazed of the music scene out there.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
put that on my list.
Definitely.
Visit,
A lot
yeah.
of people say it's like an incubator because it's like if you can make it in Wichita, like, and really get people to care about what you're doing, you could really, pop other places. There's a
Mhm.
couple of bands here. Social Cinema. They're from Wichita, Kansas. They're amazing. They're so dope. And oh my goodness, Rudy Love Jr. and the Encore
Shout out Rudy.
/ Tula. Yeah.
Rudy.
Yeah. So it's some amazing talent coming out of Wichita.
Awesome. Well, just to wrap things up, do you have any dates for possible new music or anything?
That's a good, maybe, let's say summer 2025. That's what I'm pushing for. Summer 2025.
That's quick. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yep.
Okay. Exciting.
Hopefully.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for meeting with me.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
it was
much.
amazing meeting with you guys.
This was so cool.
Awesome.